Hello students. So today we can look into the unit 4 second chapter, that is temporal and spatial data mining. So what is temporal data mining? Temporal data mining is an important extension of an data mining, and it can be defined as the non-trivial extraction of implicit, potentially useful and previously unrecorded information with an implicit or explicit temporal data from large quantities of a data. As you all know, temporal data, where it's a similar for the data mining definition and where it has the time data also. So in a data set, it contains the timing data. Okay, for example, the sequence means some particular ordering events. For example, you can consider in market basket analysis, it's one of the important algorithm where when you went to the particular shopping and all, or particular markets, there you when you purchase the bread, you will purchase the jam, right? So it's some sequence of an order. So after one event, another event will be occurring. Another example you can take, that is like when you are purchasing your laptop, you will purchase the pen drive, additional keyboard and mouse. So it's some sequence of an order, right? So it's an example for temporal sequence mining. So here the sequence is semester, examination, grading, result, processing. So after the examination only we can get the grading, result and all, right? So it's an example for an temporal data mining. So it occurs in every semester, right? So it is a temporal data mining where it has the time related data set also. Okay. So types of temporal data, that is static, sequences, time stamped and fully temporal. Static data are free of any temporal references, and the inference that can be derived from this data are also free of any temporality. So here it is the data will be of a static, means the time will not be changed in a data set, the time will not be changed frequently. Here the time will be, if it is fixed, then it is a fixed, means if we added that particular data on the particular time or a second, the data will not be changed. The within those timing only we can make the particular or find the output. So it is known as a static. Next we have sequences, means ordered sequence of an events. As I told, sequence means one after the other events occurring. Like when you're buying the laptop, you will buy the pen drive, keyboard and mouse, so like that, right? It's a sequence of order. So it's a one of the important type of an temporal data mining. If a transaction appears in the database before another transaction, it implies that the former transaction has occurred before the later. There may not be any reference to the quantitative temporal relationships, while most collections are often limited to the sequence relationship before and after. This category also includes the richer relationships such as during meeting, overlap and so on. Such relationships are called qualitative relationships between the time events. Sequence mining is one of the major activities in a temporal data mining. So time also here, when sequence the particular data sets are stored, when the customer purchase the particular orders, they will see that, right, which are the particular order or a particular event occurred frequently, so that will be stored. So here the particular, as I told, when you're purchasing the laptop and drive, so these are the transactions. So one after the other, either before or after the product purchased, another before, like that. It's how the sequence will be, how the event take place, how the transaction takes place in the data set, and they will use to store the time also. It's known as a sequence of events. Okay, so next we have time stamped. In this category, the temporal information is explicit. Note that the relationship can be a quantitative, in the sense that we cannot only say that one transaction occurred before another, but also the exact temporal distance between the data elements. Some example include census data, land use data, and satellite meteorological data. So in timestamp data means where we have the particular time, so in which year. So when you consider the census data, you know, right, how the particular year, how much value, how much the population, right? So like that the year will be perfect, the timings also, like that the data set will be produced. So it's known as a time stamped data set. Next we have the fully temporal. Fully temporal, in this category the validity of the data element is time dependent. The inferences are necessarily temporal in such cases. So fully temporal means the data will be completely dependent on the timings. Okay, so it's a one of the important type of an temporal data. These are the important types of temporal data: static, sequences, time stamped, and fully temporal. Next we can look into the temporal data mining tasks. So some of the conventional mining tasks can be extended with some additional temporal information as described below, that is temporal association. The association rule discovery can be extended to temporal association. In static association rule discovery tasks, we were trying to find the static association between the two non-temporal item sets. In the temporal association discovery, we attempt to discover the temporal association between the non-temporal item set. By using the temporal association rules, we used to find the item sets, that is whether it's matching for the time or a non-timing data set. So it's a temporal association rules. Next we have the temporal classification. So here classification means where we can have the clustering elements. Okay, so here we can cluster the data items along the temporal dimension, means we can group the particular data set by using the temporal data. Temporal means a timing set. We can group the particular items in form of, or a particular transaction in the form of a time. For example, we can identify a set of people who go for walk in the evening and a set of people who go for walk in the morning. We can categorize set of patient based on their visit sequence to the different medical expert. So these are the example for the temporal classification. So ನಾವೊಂದು ಡೇಟಾ ಸೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಈ ಪಾರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಹೋಗೋದಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ವಾಕಿಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೋಗೋದು. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಸೆಟ್ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದೊಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಸೆಟ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಈ ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಡೇಟಾ ಸೆಟ್, ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟೈಮಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಇವತ್ತು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ಲಿನಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಆ್ಯನ್ temporal data. Okay, so it's known as a temporal classification. Next, temporal characterization. So an interesting experiment will be to extend the concept of decision tree constructional temporal attributes. ಸೊ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಯೂನಿಟ್ 2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಆಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಏನು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೀ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬರೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, next, trend analysis. The analysis of one or more time series of continuous data may show the similar trends, similar shapes across the time axis. For example, the deployment of data mining system is increasingly become popular in the banking industry. Okay, so here it is a trend analysis. Next we have sequence analysis. Events occurring at different points in the time may be related by the casual relationship in that an earlier event may appear to cause a later one. To discover such relationship, sequence of events must be analyzed to discover the common patterns. This category include the discovery of frequent events and also the problem of event prediction. So by using the sequence analysis, we can, as I told earlier, we can find out the events which has been occurred frequently. So we can predict the data, we can make the pattern for the particular data set. It's a sequence analysis. Okay. Next, we have the temporal association rules. So, association rules identify whether a particular subset of items are supported by an adequate number of a transaction. Means particular items, subset of an items, the what we purchase, that is occurring frequently in a particular transaction or a data set. Okay, so it's a association rules will be identifying. Next, the association may not indicate any causal relationship unless the temporality in the association is brought out. One can extend the association rule discovery to incorporate the temporal aspects too. It should be noted that the presence of a temporal association rule may suggest a number of interpretations, such as, so here some of the interpretation how the association rules will be following, that is, the earlier event plays some role in the causing the later event. There is a third set of a reason that causes both events. The confluence of events is coincidental. So how the event occurs, how the particular transaction occurring, sometimes so when we consider the business transaction and all, so before it was before the particular items had a subset that was increasing for, but nowadays it is going down, means the particular moment it is lessing down, means the people are not taking the subset of a particular item. So sometimes the in future when we consider the another year of a particular business, the coins means where we have equal set, it's the item set, the item subset is going and item subset is not coming into it. So these are some of the like rules which has been followed. They will be identifying in the temporal data how the timings takes place, how the items or a transaction get uh, gone in the events. Okay, so here temporal association rules are sometimes viewed in the literature as causal rules. Causal rules describes the relationships where changes in one event causes the subsequent changes in other parts of the domain. The static properties such as the gender and the temporal properties such as medical treatments are taken into account during the mining. So when we use the temporal association rules, we used to have the data set of medical reports and all. Okay, then even the like census data set. Okay, so here while the concept of association rule discovery is the same for temporal and non-temporal rules, algorithms designed for conventional rules cannot be directly applied to the extract temporal rules. Here non-temporal rules algorithm means those data set which doesn't have the timing data set. Okay, so it is a non-temporal data set. So this is about the temporal association rules. Okay, thank you.